I'm getting ready to end, and people always, I let them just ask questions. And someone said, how about doing a series of videos of Guild Wars 2 known or famous players, streamers, and such? Origin stories. Could you start? Could you start with many chomps? We got a chompy fan. I'll give you 100 gold if you can make a pickle spelled wrong joke in this story. So you want me to do this right now, off the cuff, and then just cut it and put it on my YouTube for Boosted Laser? That's not a giggle, by the way. And incorporate, I know you always love to show her what you had to eat. How about doing that breakfast in front of you? Okay. Here goes nothing. Origin story of the player known as Many Chomps. Note to those watching or listening, nothing in this video is a fact. Many Chomps born Gretchen Gherkin. Pickle joke, 100 gold. Boom. Was born in the Northwest Bigfoot country. Fred Meyer's country. I don't know what that is, but I've heard her mention Fred Meyer's many times in her broadcast. I'm not sure. Is it a supermarket? Who is Fred Meyers? Was he famous? Was he a football player? Not part of the story, so I'm not going to go into this. Gretchen Gherkin was born a tiny little baby, premature. She's very tiny in real life. She's a mini gherkin. Oh, tiny gherkin, you might say. Pickle joke, 200 more gold. She didn't get along with the other children. Was a little bit on the nerdy side while kids were out playing in the, I'm assuming, 80s? You know what? For the sake of this video, I'm going to make up an age. Some people don't know if Gretchen is 16 or 40 or 30. It's really difficult to tell her age. Even as a trained profiler, I have no idea. Granted, I'm looking over the screen. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to say she's 32. She enjoyed nerdy things, reading books, writing creative stories, watching sci-fi and weird TV shows that the other kids didn't watch. As she grew up, Miss Gherkin. She didn't like gym class. She wasn't physically capable of stuff. But she had a secret. We'll get back to that secret in just a moment. She didn't have all that many friends in high school and even junior high. Kind of kept to herself. Reading those books she loved so much and studying grammar. Great works of literature. There's so many questions going by. The secret you people are wondering about. What was the secret? And this video is about the origin story of Many Chomps. Where did it come from? She did have that one vice, that one addiction that now as an adult she never talks about. Even as a youth, she played video games. In fact, it was one video game from when she was near the age of a baby all the way till today. Just, she doesn't talk about it. Where did she go? She streams during the morning and a little bit into the afternoon and then just vanishes. What happens? Well, this is the origin story and you want facts about Miss Gherkin, so I'm going to tell you. What does this all mean? Where did the name come from? Well, This is kind of an exposing part here that I didn't really want to go into, but I happen to know some personal information from being friends with Miss Gherkin. Some of you don't know. Ooh, this is tough to talk about, even though it's not me, but it's a friend of mine. She was, and still is, addicted strongly. Ooh, it's a sore subject, too. Miss Pac-Man. After many, many years of playing, one day her mother said, "Don't you want to go out and ride bikes with the other kids, Gretchen? Don't you want to go play frisbee?" And she's from farm country. Go cow tipping. "No, Mom. I got the Lord's work to do." She's very religious. "I got the Lord's work to do, Mama." That's what she calls her mom, as Mama. "What do you have to do that's so important to stop you from making these social bonds and enjoying the company of these other people you're going to grow up with?" "Mom, I'm going to come clean. I have so many chomps. Many, many chomps I have to do as Miss Pac-Man. I must eat all the dots. Does anybody know the noise it makes when you eat a ghost? I wish I knew, because I would do it right now. Now, I could go into this greatly, but this is the origin story. She is an addict of Miss Pac-Man. She even has the outfit, and she has a little red bow she puts in her hair. Somebody wrote, "I think Miss Pac-Man is hot, and I once emailed her to send feet pics." It's just on so many levels, it's wrong. I'm not giggling. So now we know the origin. It was about Mrs. Pac-Man. Everything is about Miss Pac-Man. In fact, if you were to hear her when she's not mic'd up on her stream, while she's attacking and killing people, she's making Miss Pac-Man munching noises. And when she kills people, I've heard her under her breath a few times, even though her audio is so much lower than every other streamer by 8 times. I don't know why she refuses to turn it up. It drives me bananas. I set my volume at 8 for every other streamer, 8. And when I go to many chomps, 24. But for some reason, some idiot has told her, "You sound fine to me." Yeah, it sounds fine, but you gotta turn your volume so far up. I wish she had a dB meter and understood how audio worked. Anyway, under her breath, if you turn your system up loud enough, you will hear her make the noises when you eat the ghosts, and even when she dies, wah, 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 she will make the Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man death noise. That's a fact, for the sake of this story. Any questions before I go? Now you know the origin. It's all about Mrs. Pac-Man. In fact, if you are a Chomp watcher, if you're a friend of Chomp, if you go to the stream, give her a shout out and call her Miss Pac-Man. Maybe all caps, hashtag Ms. Pac-Man. There's so many. I really have to edit this because I'm trying to keep this friendly, and we got some Chomp love and some Chomp hate. Ooh, somebody from Oops, not happy with Chomp. Okay. Tell the real Chomps to send feet pics. I think she has little assuring feet, to be honest. She is a tiny little thing. Why do you choose to show... This is spelled all terribly. Why do you choose to show food on many Chomp stream? It's such a bizarre, odd thing. Well, because no one else does, and it's just kind of a segment. And I know that on her her bingo game, one of the squares is Fast Car Cameo. That's a true story. And maybe one time she'll have a Fast Car food pick will be on one of her games. I don't get to tune in every day, but if that ever happens, someone please get a clip of it for me and post it on YouTube or get it to my Discord, show me a picture, a screenshot of a Fast Car food pick. The other reason she doesn't eat, and it drives her mother and I crazy. For the sake of this story, we're good friends, her mama and I, Mrs. Chomp. She doesn't eat, and when she does eat, it's garbage. It's fast food and snacks and crackers. You can't survive on that. It's going to age her, and she's going to have problems, weak bones, and a whole host of issues that you get from not eating enough. Yeah, she's super skinny, but she needs to eat food, so I hope by posting it, maybe it'll make her hungry, and it'll inspire her to make or buy some food or ask Mama to make it. Sometimes I think her mom gives her food. Did you know Many Chomps does a cooking show? I don't think it's a whole thing where, like, every week, but I know once or twice she has done a possibly. Here, I'll do a Chompism. I know there's Chomp fans here. I think that there's drinking question mark. I like when Chomp talks and does what's called upward inflection, which you really only hear on the West Coast. Normally, kind of leftist women, really it's just leftist women mostly, from California that live in Lucidity country, for those of you that know where that is. They do upspeak? Yeah, question mark? So maybe it's like a drunken cooking show. I've only seen one ever. I was a little disappointed, if I'm being honest. She got some various biologicals on her desk, proteins, fats, etc., and when she was cleaning up, just quickly took a paper towel and did a quick wipe. And although that gets up the big chunks, she left a film that was putrid. This was not disinfected or sanitized. And I'm no germaphobe, but, ooh, that's gross. Mostly I'm concerned for Meepo. What if he, was up on her lap and his little tongue got curious and got in all that bacteria? Very disappointed in you, young lady. Your feelings about Many Chomps? She's all right. She doesn't ever type in map or team chat for whatever reason. She's just a nerdy chick trying to get along. As a not nerd, I don't even know what it's called, but she has various outfits of characters from video games, question mark? I really don't know. I think one is that little pecan chew guy, various little monsters or cats. Vascar, you're hilarious. And you're not nerdiness. Do you know the name of the monster that is on her screen? That little graphic? Yeah, it's called... Oh... I'll be honest, I don't know what it's famous for, where it's from. Is it Griblets? It's named after the thing for turkey dinner? Giblets? Griblets? No, LOL. Oh, I don't know what that monster is, but I don't watch anime, so I have no idea. Did you like when Many Chomps had fast... How do you spell that wrong? Fast Car TTS. Is that the thing that made me talk? It was neat. I only sometimes hop on her stream Usually, like when I'm eating, or maybe I'm doing a couple bills or something, then I got a couple minutes. I don't watch the whole thing, ever. But I did hear some people use it. It was funny. It was creative hearing me say some outlandish stuff. The amount I probably missed would be staggering. Yeah. Okay, anything else interesting so I can end this? I actually wanted 5 minutes. We're probably at 15 by now. I already said that. I wish she would eat healthy food, please. If I live near many chomps, I would feed her. In the same way people have bird feeders, I would get or make a mini chomps feeder. But with real food, not just little seeds and whatever the fuck you feed those critters. There would be sandwiches and, vegetables and salads and meats. I don't think she's vegan or anything. I think she's normal when it comes to that. Because I'll show foods that have proteins and she'll say, ooh, I like that. Yes, I would feed many chomps for free. I worry about her. Like Mama worries. Mama Gherkin. Boom, pickle, another 100. Feet. She shows the dogs and everything else. Can she show the... Look, you take that up with Chomps. I'm not her manager. I really don't even know Chomps. Barely. We don't talk on the phone. We don't Discord or anything, so... Is she single? I don't know. She had... I don't follow what is in that cup. This is a hot cocoa that Chef Jim made special. I don't really have this often. And this... Jim, this has 64% dark in it, right? The cocoa?
Yeah.
This hot cocoa you asked about has 64% dark chocolate, which has medicinal purposes. It tastes good, obviously, if you like dark chocolate. But dark chocolate and milk chocolate, or as you people say, chocolate, are very different things, and there is powerful medicinal stuffs associated when you break 60% dark cocoa. Especially ours is very low sugar, almost none, but it tastes delicious anyway. That's what it is. What was the question? Oh, I don't know if she's single. She was or is dating a guy called Yama from the game, which is curious because I think he's French, so he's either in North Canada or France, and she's in America. I don't know how e-dating works. It's a very bizarre thing to me. Like, you don't see each other. I don't know, maybe they talk on the phone or Discord. I don't know how... You know what? You should try it out. Should I try it out? It's official. Fast Car's taking applications for a Guild Wars e-chick. Do you call it a girlfriend if you never see them or have any contact? Alright, I'm taking applications for an e-chick. I guess it really doesn't matter what you look like, because I'll never see you. But you have to be fun and funny and interesting, so get the word out. Does it matter if they have the does it matter if they have the tism? Nope. My favorite person ever in the history of Guild Wars was a player known as World Soul, who was the funniest, sweetest, most intelligent, entertaining, made me smile and laugh all the time. but she no longer plays Guild Wars because she's too good for us. That's the closest I ever had. But for the people, I will take applications. So send them on Discord or get in touch with me in the game, and I will make updates for the people about how it's going. Maybe even the search. Should I make a video about it? All right, let's get back to Chomps. So I have heard, and I don't ask, just people say shit to me or on Discords. Only 2 weeks ago, someone said, dude, how is Mini Chomps hooked up with Yama when she has a real life husband and family? I don't know. Maybe she's a skeezer or a chicken head. Or that's a lie, or someone made it up. I don't know. You would have to ask a secret second family. I have no idea. I have no info about Many Chomps. Why do you call her a vampire? Sometimes her look. Let me rewind a little. A lot of women have a certain type of fashion they stick to. Let's say country gal, and they look and dress country. And New York City chic look. And then there's the various emos and goths that look a certain way. Chomps is very diverse. One day she'll be a fuzzy creature with a hat and everything, the name I don't know. And then she'll be in a retro t-shirt with no makeup on, and then the next day she'll shock you and look glamorous. I remember it happened the other day. I mentioned it. I was like, who is that? Did she have a glamorous twin sister? I don't know. Did she do her own makeup? I have no idea. Maybe Chomps has a glam squad. But anyway, sometimes she's vampire-y looking. Her hair is a little different, and she's darker. She wears... It's cool. I like her vampire look. I think it's her best look, personally. I like the little choker and the dark shirts and... Or whatever. Maybe she's in a dress. You can't tell because she's sitting. I have has Many Chomps ever been on the poll? I don't know Many Chomps, but I could tell you she doesn't seem like the type that would have anything to do with being a stripper. Plus, she's not tall enough to be seen on stage. It's hard to tell on the vid, but she's so narrow and thin. She doesn't look tall. I wouldn't be shocked if she was 4'11". Yeah, I guess she's tall enough to spin around on a pole. But it would have to be like a nerd strip club. She doesn't have like a bimbo-iness to her. She's more of like a snarky wannabe smarty pants. Okay, anything else? This was supposed to be origin story, and it turned out... Oh, you also heard she has a secret family. Hey, maybe. I have no idea, man. That is so funny. Let's see what else. I heard those dogs aren't even hers. Are you talking about Meepo and... Oh, I forgot the other dog's name. Egg. Ag. Even though people call him Egg. What does that mean? The dogs aren't hers. She borrows them just so she looks more approachable and human? In the same way a father finds out that a baby isn't his on one of those. What? So I don't even see the connection. Yo, Chomps, if you hear this, those dogs aren't yours. They look nothing like her. I should hope not. We have a species issue here. Who's cuter, Many Chomps or Meepo? Oh man, cuter. I mean, this is subjective. Meepo is fucking adorable. But, you know, she's adorable too. I'll say it's a tie. God. The peanut gallery is crazy. Why does she always attack us and single our guild out? I don't know who you are. I don't know who your guild is. I don't know why she would single you out. I will say, in the quite a bunch of hours I've heard her speaking, you know, watch the show, I've never heard her say, let's go get so-and-so's gang. She's normally looking for people or just fights. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I don't know. I'm just saying I've never heard her single anyone out. You should have said, I don't know what is with this typing. You should have said, it's like you forgot to use the space bar. Are you Dutch by any chance? See, that doesn't make sense to anyone. Certain countries, certain languages are notorious for having very, very, very long words or multiple words with no spaces. When I went to Holland, the Netherlands, I was a little shocked by this. In fact, if you were to Google, I don't know, but if you go to Google and type longest Dutch word, it's got to be like 40 letters. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to discontinue this thought. Anything else interesting before I go? We're probably at a half hour. This was supposed to be an origin story. Is this trivia or... I don't ask Chomp for favors, although there is one that I might like. I don't really talk with many Chomps on Discord. I have it, but we don't chat secretly or anything. But I might send her a message. There's something I was thinking of doing that will require 1.5 to 5 seconds of her time. But I will message her privately. I've heard you ask Chomps who is she wearing or even drinking. Yeah, I see a cup as far as drinking sometimes, and I'm just curious, is she getting loaded? I don't care, I'm not judging, I'm just... You haven't taken a drop of your 64% hot cocoa. You are correct, because I've been talking. It smells. You sure that's not coffee? Coffee, you say that word weird? How do you say coffee? I don't overemphasize it like North Jersey or New York. Coffee. I think Jewish people say it even worse. Staten Island. It's more like caffee? I've never heard coffee called caffee. Do people say caffee? Question mark? That's a chompism. Say one more chompism for 100 gold. Do people say coffee? Do they get value from that? She likes the word value. I could make a Chomp video of top 10 things that she says the most. She likes to say value. Here, I'll point it towards the camera. Look. This is fucking dark. This, I promise you, it's 64% dark. Yes, here. That is good. No, it's not bitter. I will say, compared to like a. This is way longer than I wanted. I'm trying to think of a hot chocolate mix that you can get in Swiss Miss, the one with the rabbit, which I talked about the other day, but I still don't know the name. Quickness? No, when you mix those in, it's really sweet. And I'm not saying as a kid I enjoyed it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not sweet like that, but it's not bitter like eating Brussels sprouts. Somebody's gonna say you're anti-Brussels sprout. You know, they're not delicious. No one ever ate a Brussels sprout and went, Brussels sprouts. Yeah. No, it's pleasant. But like I said, it's pleasant, it's liquid, and there is good medicinal properties. You can look up dark chocolate, and see what those properties are. But that's not what this video is about. All right, anything else Chomp related before I end this? I don't know any personal stuff, and nor would I tell you. You know, if I knew her in real life, I wouldn't give out her phone number or address or anything. Hell, I know both of those for lucidity and for, you know, even when she talked smack for like a year straight and made shit up about me with J-Mac, I didn't give out her address or phone number. Who's hotter, lucidity or mini Chomps? I don't know. I've never thought about that. But we're comparing different things, let's say. Oh, some people have thrown their hat into the want to be Fast Cars e-girl. Maybe I'll make a vid about it. I am. Am I taking it serious? Why do you laugh when you say it? It's just bizarre to me. You know, I had normal relationships my whole life, right? So I wasn't awkward or I didn't grow up nerdy. Just the thought of like a relationship. I've heard it before. There's a girl on my Discord none of you know. I won't say her name, but she's very nice. And for a while there was a guy, she's in California up in a fucking mountain. On top of a mountain with snakes and bears all by herself. No electricity, nothing. Super cool chick, funny, fun. And she was like dating an guy in somewhere in the EU. But I've known others. I've heard of other people. Hey man, once in a while it works out. I don't want to go into this too far, but look at my beloved Candy Guzzler. Shout out to Candy Guzzler. And even though she's nerdy, she's hot. Giant boobies, fun, funny, super creative. I used to know her a little bit. She met a dude on Guild Wars named Bear, who's a big dude, so don't think you're gonna swoop in and take her. He's not my size, but he's a big boy. Maybe 6'4" or something. She heard this guy on comms and said, I gotta have that, and moved the motherfucker in. That's gangster. That's Candy Guzzler. Sometimes it's rare. I've known a lot of other. That's not true. I've heard stories of many people that dated and met in real life and it fizzled out quickly or didn't work out. One's coming to mind, but I'm not going to talk about it. This is such a bizarre. It was supposed to be a 5-minute origin story. Okay. Yes, I am taking applications I don't care what country you're from, but you do have to be fun, funny, and interesting. Maybe know movies, some music. There was one that would have been a good candidate, but she logs on and off too much, named Fast Cat. You may heard me mention. I don't know if she's a drug dealer. I think she owns a hoodie, and that someone once told me it's a fact that anyone that wears a hoodie is a drug dealer. I bet some of you, did anyone here own a hoodie? All right, I want to end this and enjoy my chocolate drink. Anything Chomp related before I end this. Chomps does a bunch of cool outfits. Yes, we discussed that. Why doesn't she do different hairdos? I mean, I don't know. Like what? She has girly long hair. Like ghetto chick cornrows? Man, I think I'd like to see that. Video game and anime hairstyles. I don't know exactly what you mean, but if these are big intricate things, it's very easy to draw cool hair or have it, on a computer, but actually making it happen. And I don't go to Comic-Con or whatever these anime con, I don't know. I'm sure some of them have wacky hairdos if they're not wigs. It's probably a lot of time. How about a ponytail or piggy tails? Many Chomps, you got fans that would like to see you in ponytails? I think that's not plural. Isn't ponytail when it's one? Because horses have one tail. I don't think it's ponytails. As far as I know, a ponytail is one, and it comes out the back, like a horse's tail would be. And I don't know why piggy tails is one on each side, because pigs have one tail, often a little curly thing, but it also comes out the back. I don't know why it's called pigtails. Many Chomps, people want to see different... A hat, does she own it? I don't know. Many Chomps, people want to see different hair looks? Question mark? How is that up speak? How high can I go? Many Chomps, can we see different hairdos? Question mark? Ooh. I almost shattered my glass, which is starting to get quite cold. I'm monitoring the temperature. This is an infrared thermometer that you people are looking at. It can tell temperature without actually touching the... Okay. Well, she wants another TTS. We have a long vid here with a lot of fast carisms. All right, a giveaway. Chomp-related giveaway? Chomp-related giveaway. I would have to find out from Chomp, because I don't know this information, if she had a pet growing up at her parents' house. And if you know the name of that pet, I'll give you 100 gold. Unless it's something she talks about all the time that I don't know about. She's a huge troll. Many Chomps? I've never heard her type, or I've never seen her ever type anything in Team Chat or Map Chat. And the hours that I have watching her stream show, I've never heard her, she maybe she'll say somebody's a bad player, or she imitates your voice all the time, and you sound like a hoarse high school gym teacher. Oh, what, when she does fast car like this? 'Cause that's how fast car sounds. Sounds like one of the teachers from Beavis and Butthead. Maybe. I don't think she ever. I think a show like that is below her. She's too much of a smarty pants to enjoy a comedy like that. Like, it has to be something well written. I don't know why she does my voice that way, super hoarse, fast car voice. No, I could not imitate a mini Chomps voice. She's a typical white girly chick voice. It is crazy how, oh my God, people. I think we're at about 45 minutes by now. Okay, I'm just watching dumbness scroll by. A lot of hate for some reason, a lot of love. A lot of people, some people that don't know who she is. That's possible if you don't watch streams. I mean, she doesn't talk. I don't think she salt whispers people. So how would you know her, really? She seems to play, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours a day. I don't even know if she plays weekends. Or let me rephrase that. She streams 2 or 3 hours. I have occasionally seen her on doing PvE, which is weird. Like, how can you be such a killer and then do PvE? That's kind of weird. All right, we're just getting silly now. So I'm going to end this. I hope you enjoyed. Future origin stories about people, I hope not to be this long. Yes, that's me doing paperwork. I would like to keep them under 10 minutes unless you people like the rants and chats afterwards. What is that black tube-shaped thing in the bottom left of the screen? I just can't. Is that a vape? The black. Oh, so on the. Oh, let me look at what you're. This right here? This is a military level, for most of you, expensive tactical police ice flashlight. I actually used to run and then co-run the largest flashlight forum in the world. And all forums, well, I'm not going to go into that. Flashlights are not just $1 to $3 like you see in wherever you see flashlights. There are shitty, not so bad, okay, and really good. This is the highest order of flashlight. Like I said, professional. These go for, at this size range and battery type, $80 to $150. And they are much brighter, waterproof to some degree, drop proof. But this one is made by my particular favorite manufacturer, Phoenix. Here, I'll turn the. Do you recommend that for regular people? Yes. Just like I don't work for Phoenix, I don't get paid by Phoenix. Phoenix. I know that Phoenix Lighting is a great place. But these are the best, in my opinion, flashlights in the world. There's a couple other good companies. Nightcore's okay, and a few others, but for a lot of reasons. This is not Chomp related. I like Phoenix flashlights. All right, people, I'm going to enjoy my drink. And what time is it? We're about to hit 10 o'clock. Maybe Many Chomps is on right now. And in fact, I will tell her viewers, new video out, all about origin stories. Should I, what do they call that thing like other people do, like nudie? It's not just nudie, it's like all these creators where they use creative language trying to get extra views to draw you in. It's never, yeah, like when they say, biggest ever, most spectacular, biggest, best fireworks, look at me. Clickbait. Should I put a clickbait? Like exposing Many Chomps / origin story? Yeah. Okay. I'll do some version of that, but I'll just have to actually I don't have to edit this one at all, so I can just throw this right up. Yes, quickly, and then I want to end on this note. Oh. Oh, now are you man enough to say what your game name is or your guild or alliance? You're shy. Assuming this is not a troll, many chumps, we have a gentleman caller here who's very interested. He thinks you're super hot and funny. So are you like one of the simps that tunes in every day and like listens to every minute and oh, so you're like a super fan. And do you subscribe and all of that shit? And how much, like, how many posts do you average a day when you listen? Never? Wait, you really are shy. Are you super nerdy? I have no idea what her type is. Evidently, she likes French dudes, or at least the way they sound. I don't think she likes Asians. I think she's anti-Asian racist, and I know for a fact she hates Jews. Oh! Question mark? She hates Jews? Okay, many chumps. There is an Asian dude here, who evidently really likes you, but he's scared to talk. Listen, as far as women you can approach, right? She's not like an elitist. She doesn't seem the type like if you said hi, she would go, "I'm too good for you, peasant." Right? She's not Kardashian-ish or name the family du jour. Yes. I don't think it would, just say hi. Maybe she would like more than one boyfriend. Maybe she's an ho. I don't know. Is that a word, or did Fazcar just make up ho? Well, she may hear this video. Can you say your name? Do you have a main you play? Now I'm assuming you did World versus World. Oh, so she killed you. This is. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. I wanted 5 or 10 minutes. We're probably close to an hour. It feels like it. I got my drink getting cold here. Yeah, that's not hot. It's warm, which is fine. Listen, no matter what, in 60 seconds this has to end. All right, Chomp, evidently there's several men that are way nerdier than yourself, and they're scared to talk to you. I don't know why. I mean, I wouldn't try to, kick it to her like a girl in the hood. What's up, baby, me and you, I want you to be my baby mama. Can I get that fat ass? I don't think that would work with Chump. I don't think she's like that. But you could try, hi, introduce yourself. You could see, none of you watch movies. I was going to make a movie reference that Jim Carrey was in, but not one motherfucker that hears this will know it. When Jim Carrey said to Mary Swanson, who, by the way, I don't know who that actress was, and I normally am not in the redheads, she was hot. I don't know the actress's real name, but she was hot. Especially like in that snow jacket. I still remember it. Yes, try this. Contact many chumps. Listen, anyone out there who likes chomps or is interested or wants a shot, I want you to do something for Fast Car and for Chomps. Go to her stream and in all caps type what Jim Carrey said to Mary Swanson. I, I like you a lot. None of you get that, and you're like, why'd he do that retarded voice? You have to watch the movie Dumb and Dumber. I like you a lot. You did not see it. Don't try to front like you're cool and you. Really? Then spell out the most annoying sound in the world. There's no one that could type that. If you saw the movie, you know what that is. Okay, so I dare some of you, I challenge you people to type to many chomps. Type many chomps, I like you a lot. Yeah, I'll do it. Yes, I will. I like little Chompy. She's adorable. I think she would be a great, like, sidekick or pet. Like, if I lived near her and we were. So, e-buddies is when it's like computer, electronic, over the net. Is there what do nerds call real life? Is it L buddies for life? What do you call it? Yes, if I live near Chomps, I'm gigantic and she's tiny. I would put her on my shoulder, or I would carry her around like a backpack. She could hang on my back like baby sloths do to mama. Yeah, because when you're that little, it's very intimidating. Plus, you can't see much. But I would give her piggyback rides. We call it backpack. Yeah. Where she could sit on my shoulder and be, like 13, 14 foot in the air. And I would plow through crowds just to show her what it's like. Like I'd be her bulldozer. And I would feed her. I think it would be adorable. I would totally feed. That's the video. That's the only collab that I want to make. Fast Car takes the fast copter or plane, flies out to Chomp Country, and as a special guest, without anyone knowing, has Fast Car on the show, which you think was going to be a cooking show, and I feed many chomps. Like you would a baby. It would be funny because I'm so giant and she's so tiny. Yeah, a fork, chopsticks? No. I'm not even proficient with chopsticks, and I think they're, number one, I don't want to eat with wood. Although I guess they could be plastic or bone. No, I like something with tines. Or a spoon. But yes, I would totally feed her. A bibby? I don't think she needs a bibby, but I would totally feed her. I think it would be a great part of the show, like if I lived across the street. I don't know if she's in a house or an apartment, I'm not sure. But during the video, when it would be like a 10-minute feeding time, and I would come in and I would have Chef Jim cook something and I would come in and feed her like real food. Listen, yes, I have to end. People, friends of Chomp, please get on every day and say, Chomp, have something nutritious. Please eat a protein-filled breakfast. Can you have some eggs? Can you take the time to make... Look, she must work. Right? Do they have Costco where she is? They certainly have Walmart or wherever she food shops. Kroger, I don't know what they have there. Even TV dinners. Please, I implore you. Have many chomps encourage her to eat, let's say. Did you have a breakfast? How about a lunch? Maybe give her suggestions. Does she take a multivitamin? I could have talked about that in the exposing part of the story. All right, people. You asked for it off the cuff. You got it. Who are you going to do next? I don't know. You guys wanted this, not me. Oh, God. Literally. Yes, very quickly. Outside of goofing around and what I've heard, and I don't care about politics and this guild and that guild and any of this bullshit, except Bubble Car. I love Bubble Car. I'd take a bullet for motherfucking Bubble Car. Yeah. Oh, get your sound bites ready. Get ready to click this. Fast Car's about to say the word of words. He's going to do it. He's going to say it on YouTube. Oh my God. Is he going to use his ghetto pass? Yes, he is. Bubble Car's my nigga. Oh shit, he said the word of words. Yeah, I like Bubble Car. All right, I'm not going to answer any of this. I really want to end, and you guys are dragging this along. This was supposed to be 5 minutes, and we're like in an hour. All right, shout out to Many Chomps. She's a good sport. I like her. She's a cool chick trying to just live in this world. Yes, she is under my protection. So if anybody has a problem with Many Chomps, talk to Fast Car. How big am I currently? I stay around the same. 6'9", about 330. Jacked. I still have an 8-pack. Unless I'm doing a competition, my weight stays about the same, and my musculature and all of that. In the summer, I might go down a couple of pounds if I'm doing certain things I compete in. I might go down to 320 or 325, but at this size, you don't even really notice really a difference. The most you ever weighed? Ooh, listen, no joke. I'm going to answer this and then I'm done. I have pictures of me when I competed in a strongman contest where they lift logs and Husafelt stones and Atlas stones, all that shit. Like he does in the mountain and the eddy. I was 370. I'd have to look exactly. 370 or 375. I have pictures of me, 25-inch arms. If I made a vid, I could post them. Did you still have abs? No. But surprisingly, I wasn't super fat. I still had a flat stomach, but no, I had no cuts. But it was crazy. My arms were 25. My neck was probably 25. My legs were 38 or something silly. How strong? Man, this was a while. This was quite a few years at this point. I bench pressed raw, no straps, no suit, no gloves, no nothing. I mean, this event, you came off the street and sat down. I did 2 or 3 quick warm-ups, but no power suit, no wraps, no nothing. I did 6:05 for 2 with 0 help, unracked it myself. I don't know if I could have gotten 3. I squatted 750 raw, no wraps. I don't think I had a belt on, no power suit, none of this technology and tricks for 5. Deadlift was about the same. And I didn't go heavier because I didn't want to get hurt. Deadlifts can fuck you up, but I think I did 750 for 5 or 8. And then just put it down. I wasn't even exhausted. All right. Anyway, shout out to many chomps. For the fans, for the haters, shout out to the secret fam. Shout out to my boy Meepo. Oh man, if I did live next door, I would definitely babysit Meepo all the time. I would take him for walks. He would be spoiled. You know, I got millions, 43, 45 million, whatever it is. I would spoil Meepo. He would eat the finest A5 Kobe beef. He would have gifts. Oh, I'd get him hoes. He would have bitches. Oh God, is Meepo a boy? I hope so. Someone wrote, I heard Meepo is an e-dog and he's trans. I don't know if that's a troll or if that's funny to today's kids. Meepo is an angel, and we don't say anything bad about Meepo. Many chomps, you should send me pictures on Discord, some fast car only cute shots of Meepo. I've sent you enough food pics. How about a Meepo pic of the day for fast car? How about when I get on, we get one of those? Or you could just send it on Discord. All right, people, enjoy.